Okay, greetings everybody. So I'm up here on the homestead. It's New Year's Day. It's a beautiful, slightly chilly morning. And I just wanted to hop on here and explain why I reject modern society and I choose to live up here off grid in the mountains instead. So I've been up here for a little over a year now, and it's been a truly transformational experience. I really can't even put into words everything that I've gone through and all of the just enormous changes that I've had to make to adjust to living up here. But anyway, overall, it's been a great experience, and there's no other way I could imagine living at this point. And I mean, as you can see, it's just totally beautiful up here. Anyway, the reason why I got to this point and came up here is because basically, I feel that modern society, this materialistic culture that we live in, I feel like it's it's totally corrupted all the way through. And maybe it began as an ambitious and progressive idea to uplift the living standards of all the people in the world, or whatever they think they were doing when they started this huge experiment with modernity. But anyway, it's become completely corrupted all the way through, and it's rotting and falling apart and destroying itself. And it's also soulless. It doesn't really bring out the vibrant, brilliant things that are within us, and can help us to, once we bring those things out, they can help us to connect with life in a much bigger picture. And so that's what I was always more interested in, is how to cultivate my inner world, my inner sense of self, and develop that, and then bring that outward into the world in a way that is beneficial to all other forms of life. And so I also feel personally that we live in a this cosmos. It's a holistic organism. It's not just made of dead matter. It's not just an accidental thing that somehow created itself and is just going on without the direction or guidance or purpose of anything else. I believe that there is a meaning and a purpose to life, and I feel that we are part of a whole cosmic organism. And I no longer want to be a cancerous growth to the rest of life. I no longer feel comfortable taking more than what is allotted to me. I feel like we all have been given resources and space and bodies and minds, and these things cannot be taken from us. We all, by the laws of nature, we all have what we need to exist and go through this experience of life on Earth. And it is, it's not right for someone to come in and disconnect you from nature and from the cycles of existence and from the seasons and from the bigger picture of things. There's something very evil about that. And so I feel like modern society, it has it has created this empire of addictions and corruption. And not only is it promoting to everyone to live way beyond their means and to take way more than they actually need, but it is also leaving us in this kind of subdued, slave like state where we never truly get to experience the fullness of reality, and we never get to experience, like I said, the brilliance that is within us, because there's something so magical and profound that is just right here inside of us. And once you can unlock that dimension, then the rest of reality, it makes so much more sense. And your daily life and your long-term goals and everything falls into order then, because you can feel this common thread moving through reality, uniting everything together. And so anyway, I really was sick of feeling like I'm a slave to this system. I was sick of feeling like everything I need was disconnected and far away from me, and I had to go get a job. And well, to get a job, you have to go get a car, and to get a car, you have to have some money, and then you have to pay your insurance and your bills, and it's just a never-ending loop just to get the basic things you need. So for me personally, I was like, I'm done with this. I'm just going to go straight back to nature. And although it can be extremely discomfortable and inconvenient and challenging to live up here, it's certainly not just a paradise. It's certainly not a vacation by any means. It can be brutal. It can be so unforgiving and challenging to live with nature. But at the same time, it really is much more on your side than the conventional materialistic society out there, which is not on your side. It's never going to help you out. It's never going to help you get ahead and find some balance. It's always just going to make you more and more stuck and more um, miserable. And that's how it feeds off of that misery to keep you locked into the consumer culture. And so I just chose to try it out. And so I've been up here for over a year now. I've already been kind of doing this stuff for most of my life, growing my own food and being connected with the land and nature. But I've never just completely gone off the grid and become dependent on Mother Nature and the elements around me for my main source of sustenance and livelihood. And so now that I've been doing it for a year, I really want to encourage other people to try it out. If anyone else wants to try and plug in up here or get some information and tips from me, I'm always happy to help people and feel free to reach out. And so that's just a little bit about why I reject modern society and I choose instead to live up here in the middle of a forest on top of a mountain. So, anyway, I hope everyone out there is having a happy new year and good luck with the changes that are taking place all around us, because there's some pretty massive transitions happening right now in the world, and it's really hard to say what's going to happen next. So I hope you have a safe place to go in case things really do start to fall apart. And I wish you all the best. So, peace.